Hello everyone and welcome. This is Mr. E and today's lesson is solving two-step equations. So we have a two-step equation here. 7 times some number x plus 10 equals negative 20. Well, we studied one step. Why is this called two steps? Because it takes two steps, two inverse operations to solve this problem. So rather than deal with this 7.5 first, it's almost like the opposite of PEMDAS. I don't do multiplication first. I'm going to do my subtraction first. I'm going to get rid of the plus 10 or undo the plus 10 by subtracting 10 from both sides. Now I'm left with the one-step equation. I divide both sides by 7.5. My answer is negative 4. All right, guys, let's get started. So we're going to compare a one step to a two step. So one, I have 13 times the number p equals 221. I believe we did this one in the last lesson. So we divide both sides by 13. No problem. P is equal to 17. One step. So now we have two steps. Again, I'm not going to divide first, or I'm not going to get rid of the coefficient on my variable first. I'm going to take care of this constant. So I have 13 times some number p plus 10 equals 231. I need to subtract 10 first from both sides. Now I have 13p equals 221. Again, I divide both sides by 13. And p is equal to 17. So we're just basically adding one more step, one more inverse operation to our calculation. Negative p equals negative 121. Divide both sides by negative 11. And my answer is 11. Why? Because a negative divided by a negative is positive. Number 4. What do you think? I already told you I'm going to add 12 to both sides first. And here's where your integer operations comes in handy. I'm more negative by 143. The negative 12 and the plus 12 cancel out. I have a negative 11 times some number z equals negative 143. One step equation. I'm going to divide both sides by a negative 11. That leaves me with z equals 13. Again, a negative divided by a negative is positive. So that's pretty much the difference. We just have to add one more inverse operation. And we never start with the coefficient. So I have 28 minus 5 times some number x minus 12. And what I mean by coefficient is this number attached to the variable. So my first operation here is to undo the negative 12, or the subtraction of 12. So I'm going to add 12. That leaves me negative 5x equals 40. Divide both sides by negative 5, negative 8. I need to undo the subtraction of 12 by adding 12 to both sides. So now I have 1/7 times some number x equals 8. Now I don't want 1/7x, I only want 1x. That will give me my solution. So I have to multiply by the reciprocal of 1/7, which is 7. But it's an equation, so I must multiply both sides by 7. 7 times 1/7 is 1. So I'm left with 1x equals 56. Let's go ahead and check that. Then we'll wrap this lesson up, or this video up. So I'm going to check it. I'm going to replace 1/7 with I'm going to replace x with 56 to see if 56 is indeed my solution. Does 56 make this side equal to that side? So 1/7 times 56 is the same as dividing 56 by 7. That gives me 8. 8 minus 12. Well, I am more negative, so it's 12 minus 8, which is 4. But because I'm more negative, my answer is indeed -4. So it checks. All right, guys, we're going to stop right there and come back, and we should be able to finish up this lesson on solving two-step equations.